Hi, my name is Chelsey Braaksma. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I grew up 2 hours southeast of Calgary in a small community called Lomond. And after I graduated grade 12, I moved to Calgary to attend Ambrose University to receive my Bachelor of Music. My main instrument is voice. However, I do have my piano and my guitar. I got my grade 8 piano in the Royal Conservatory of Music here in Canada so that I could teach music. And that leads me to what my professional experience is. I was a music teacher ever since I graduated high school. And it was great. I taught voice, piano, guitar, ukulele, and I realized it really just wasn't for me. I got frustrated a lot with kids because music came very easily to me. So when a kid struggled, it took a lot of patience for me to try and help them. I also realized that kids don't realize the privilege it is to take music lessons, and that didn't sit well with me. Music is such a great thing to learn, and I just wanted everyone to love music just as much as I did. So me and my husband moved to the Bahamas 2 years ago. We just got back, and we were youth directors at a church there, and I was teaching music as well. And I was starting to think about what I wanted to do with my life. I thought maybe I didn't want to do music anymore, just because that's how frustrated I was with my job teaching music. I started looking at speech pathology, and I was actually on the road to get my master's. I was already taking courses to get into the master's program, and I just started realizing, I don't think I want to do speech pathology. I think I wanted to still have music in my life, just not in more of a, not in a strict teaching setting. And part of having to do that master's in speech pathology, I would have had to live away from my husband, and I really, really didn't want to do that. So, I was trying to think, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And my mom mentioned music therapy. And I had thought about this in high school, but I just never went down that path. And, I started thinking about it more and more. And, my great Aunt Louise, she does music therapy sessions for her speech. And my great grandma Odland, she had Alzheimer's, and she had done music therapy sessions as well. And so here I was, just thinking about it and looking up videos of it. And, I experienced the effect that music has on people firsthand. A few years ago, my pappy had a crazy huge tumor on his kidney, and he had a surgery to remove it. And he actually was in a coma after the surgery, and he never did wake up. He did eventually pass away, but the night he passed away, my grandma and my mom had called me and my sisters in. We were the only ones in the city, and so we came in, and my grandma asked me to sing for Pappy because he was my biggest fan. And so I decided to sing. I started singing some worship songs, and his blood pressure was very, very low at the moment. And as soon as I started singing, his blood pressure just started to climb. And it actually gave him enough time for all my aunts and uncles and some other cousins to come in and say goodbye to Pappy. And it was just such a special moment. And it's just crazy because, he was in a coma, but he could still hear me and the effect that the music had on him. And so that's kind of like my big why that I wanted to do music therapy. I love helping people, and I've always wanted to help people with my music. God gave me this talent, and I need to use that for Him. And I chose St. Mary of the Woods College to do this program mainly because there's no online schools in Canada for music therapy, and this was the cheapest program in the States. I also loved that it was the first program to do music therapy equivalency. So that's kind of where I'm at. I am very excited to begin this journey, and I look forward to learning. Thanks.